Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ron. I am the host of Now This Network. So, this is where all the ham radio is going to live. By the way, my call sign is VA3FUC, otherwise known as Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Uniform Charlie. That is what it breaks down to using the phonetic alphabet. And the phonetic alphabet's used a lot in ham radio, which I should do an episode on that, talking about the phonetic alphabet and, go after some weird ones that I've been hearing that you sometimes will hear and you're like going, that has nothing to do with the phonetic alphabet. But I want to talk about this adventure. So I got into amateur radio because I thought it was an interesting field. And when I was first getting into it, digital was starting to become a thing. And it wasn't really publicized a lot. There was like talk about D-Star and that Yaesu had something coming out, but they weren't sure if they were going to share or whatever was going on. Well, let's put it this way. Now there's three different ways. There is DMR, which is a Chinese thing that was originally for commercial use, and now it's gone into the amateur radio bands. Great add-on. Then you have D-Star, which was out a long time ago. Excellent service. Top notch. I mean, and the two radios that serve it, I believe, is Kenwood, and I believe Icon was the founder of D-Star. So you have that network. Last but not least, you got Fusion X-Wire. And that is ran by Yaesu's only. They're the only ones that have it. So, but all the Chinese radio guys have gone into DMR. DMR is interesting. Now, I ordered a DMR radio, and I'll show you the one I ordered. So right here, let's move me down there so I can enlarge myself again. There we go. So I bought this radio. This is the MD. Hang on, let me go back to the MD390. Now, I had a lot of issues ordering this radio and trying to get it. Now with SARS, with the Corona, whatever you want to call it, COVID-19, I was not able to get this radio. Unfortunately, that's the way it was. It was really good because the only thing this did was UHF. Now, UHF seems to be for all digital modes. And, having just UHF only, okay, fine. I didn't mind carrying an extra radio. And I didn't mind that it was only UHF. That was only UHF only. But since this radio had to get canceled because of shipping issues, I immediately found about the Ailunce. This is now let me just scroll up here. This is a waterproof radio, just like the other one was, but it has DMR and it had GPS in it. I could care less about GPS right now, but the nice thing with this GPS is it now has something called there was an update put out that allows it to use ARIS, the automated package system I was showing you guys about beforehand. So this radio supports it. I was like, oh, wow, okay, well that just makes it even better. And the fact that you can program it in the front, where all the other ones you usually have to use a code plug to get into it. It is analog digital. It supports both ranges, so you'll have the UHF and VHF. Great. This radio kind of fits everything I wanted in a radio. And at a price point of $200, it was only about 30. That radio I was showing you was $189. Yeah, $189. This radio is only $209. Now, when I went to the Revis website and looked this radio up, I paid less than what the American translates over to Canadian dollars. So I saved some money. And from all the reviews about this radio have been top notch. And it's great. It's a great little radio. Now, that being said, I have the box right here. And something to keep in mind. I mean, a lot of people are worried about the coronavirus and everything else, and I just want to put this out because this radio is from China. As long as you take precautions, you'll be okay. If you feel a little scared of it, just take alcohol wipes to it or spray it with Lysol. Don't spray it directly on the radio, though. No, just spray it like in the air so the droplets land and kills off any viruses. Now, this radio itself, let me open up the box here, has a lot of great stuff inside of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video here. We're going to get a down view so you guys can see what I'm looking at, and then you guys can see what I see. So stick around. I'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. So let's look at this radio here. So I have the manual, which is all in English, and I haven't really gone through the manual enough to read about it. So this is going to be my weekend read. So it should be interesting to go through it all. I have also the radio. Everything comes in plastic, so don't be afraid to take it out of the plastic wrap. There's the radio right there. As you can see, it's a nice looking radio. Actually, I'll hold it like that for you guys. No, that's better. Yeah. So as you can see, the radio is in pretty good condition. Nothing to complain about the radio wise. Then under here is where all the goodies are. So you get your battery. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe the battery is a 32 milliamp-ish, I want to say. Yeah, 3200 milliamp battery. And the way it locks in is kind of weird. The bottom is how it goes in. So right here, I don't know if you can see that well enough. I'm going to try to bring it in the picture right there. Is a release switch. Really hard to get the battery back off because I actually put the battery on just to see how it fits. And to release it, you have to pull back on the little switch here. And as soon as it pulls back all the way, then you have to pull it apart from the actual radio. So it's nice and tightly sealed. And this thing has a lot of weight. This feels like a brick. But that's what I like about it, because it actually feels like I'm holding an actual radio. Something here that I noticed that we're going to be looking at also is the mic port, which I'm going to open up and show it to you guys because it doesn't use your standard Kenwood. It's using the Motorola style. And I'll talk a little bit about that. So I'm sure you get your programming cable in the box. That is always a bonus. Your rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Now, I haven't checked the SMA connection, but I believe this SMA connection is similar to like a Baofeng, which means I can use my longer antenna on it, and we'll try the longer antenna too. So we'll just leave that over there. Power adapter for the country that you're in. Charger. Now this is nice. Something I noticed in the charger is that in there's 3 prongs. So with some of them I've been noticing, they only have this prong is missing, and they only have positive and negative. It has a ground pin in it. So that's actually nice. Belt clip. So you can attach a belt to it. Which is funny enough because it comes with a belt clip, but I didn't see any screws for it. Oh, screws are in the radio. That's why. Lanyard if you need it. And that's in the box. We're going to go back to a view down here. View of me again. So just sit tight and we'll go to another flip screen. Welcome back, everybody. So, yeah, the power of editing. So let's turn on the radio for this time and let's hear what it does. Frequency mode. We all know that one. Baofeng. So let me show you what the screen looks like here. When you turn it off, it says powering it down. We turn it on. It says Ailunce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually program this radio and show you how to do a code plug. Right now, what's the thing is that this one you have to use a screwdriver to get the piece off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a screwdriver. So I found my screwdriver. So we're going to go and open this up. Why such a long screwdriver? Why not? So that came off. So this is the flap. This keeps it waterproof. So remember, do not lose this. And if you have a look there, there's your Motorola speaker mic jack input. So that is also where your programming cable goes into to program your code plugs. Once you get your code plug installed, and you screw this back on. Now there's other optional device that I saw for this radio, which I don't have. And you can get this if you know if you look around, is that you can get you can get one of the Motorola, Kenwood jacks, mostly found on most of the Chinese radios like Baofeng, and plug your external mic into that. So that might be something I will look into. It does make this stick out a fair bit, so I don't know how well that's going to work, but I'm definitely going to look into that. So we are going to look at programming this radio for the first time. We're going to look at how it runs. I'm going to hook up to a repeater. We'll do a radio test call out on digital and on analog. Hopefully we reach someone on analog, and we'll get this all set up. So that's going to be our next video. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember, don't forget to hit subscribe since this is a new channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. The bell helps you know when I go live. But I don't think I'll be doing any live stuff here, but it lets you know when new videos come out. Because, well, this is a hobby. So video releases may become sporadic, at best I can say. So I want to thank you all so much. Thank you for watching, and 73 to you all. Thank you.